All right. This morning is just going to be a free for all rant. Welcome to Marxisms. Please like and subscribe, all that stuff. Love to talk to you in the comments. I like going into the comments and chatting with people, even if you're kind of a dick. Sometimes people are, sometimes they're not, but sometimes they are. That's okay, though. I don't mind. It doesn't bother me a bit. I can be that way. I can roll with that. So, anyway, um, my worst fears are coming true. It's being leaked. We kind of figured this anyway. Sure, most of us. Trump is gripped with fear. Apparently, he's just scared to death of this whole um, Iran thing. He's this is the odd thing to me is he was so worried when we lost those two pilots that we rescued the one and then one of them was missing and he was just freaking out and he's like, get in there and get them. And we're like, we haven't been on the ground since before the Islamic Revolution. We don't have, we don't have this capacity anymore. It's something you kind of keep up on intelligence and stuff like that. Mossad I think they have a good lock on Iran. I mean, they've been in there assassinating people right and left with their sticky grenades, just like Call of Duty. But anyway, having a guy like that, I mean, as deranged as Trump is right now, anyway, I mean, if you follow him, anybody that follows him and is not a complete sycophant and part of the cult can see that this guy is freaking deranged. I mean, there's something clearly wrong with him. He doesn't think like normal people, and not in a good way. He thinks that he's going to go in there, bomb a couple of days, and this regime is just going to crumble. It's just everybody else knew. I mean, I am not a. I'm kind of a political analyst. I mean, I've been and a historian. I've been doing this for reading about this stuff for many years, and have been involved in politics. But I've never been like on the national level or anything like that. He's the president of the United States, for God's sakes. I mean, it is unbelievable. He should know this stuff. If I knew this, he should know this. It's just crazy. Um, so I'm worried about this. But okay, my big problem with not only that he's nuts and that he's worried and he's freaking out. Um, he was so concerned about this pilot. We'd already lost how many dead from the attacks on our bases? Where was his concern there? I mean, I guess he was really freaked out. That's why we had so many people in there trying to get this guy, and which is fine. I mean, I want to do the I want that. I mean, if I was a pilot and I went down, I would want my country to walk through hell on Sunday to come get me. you know, that's what I would expect. But and I, that's the leave no one behind. It's a good thing. And I'm glad we did it. And I'm glad we got him out. Um, but what about those guys that just other guys that died? I mean, and that's why apparently that's why Carg Island didn't happen, because he was so afraid. He knew from hearing from people, because his military people were saying we will take the island, which that's what everybody was saying all along. That's what I was saying. Of course we would take the island, but then they'd be sitting ducks, and he's hearing that from everywhere. He was probably watching my podcast. He's a regular. He's one of my biggest fans. But anyway, he's probably I guess he's really afraid of losing people, and I don't know if that's an ego thing or if he really cares about people. I don't think he really cares about people, honestly, but there's an ego thing there. Although in a way I respect that. But if you're the president of the United States and you're going to do these things, you have to be concisive. You can't be scared. I mean, there's going to be fear, but I mean, you're going to have to kind of overcome that. Um, but he shouldn't have got himself in this situation in the first place. But now we have this deranged man who's running our country, who's gripped with fear, apparently. He's afraid to commit U.S. troops because he doesn't want them to die for whatever reason, if it's his ego or if he really cares about these people. I don't know. He seems like a narcissist to me, so I'm kind of guessing that he doesn't really care, but I don't know. I think he cares more about how it looks than anything else, to be honest with you. That's just my honest opinion. Um, so this is where it's like what in one of my videos with my Aunt Karen, when we talked about worrying about a guy like this using nukes. This is like an animal trapped in a corner. There's no telling what can happen. I mean, he's already losing it. He's gripped with fear. He's losing this war. He's diverting away from some pretty huge scandals. Ah, man, I, this is a recipe for disaster. I'm afraid. Well, I'm not, because I know that our generals at that point would kind of step in and go, "Yeah, we're not going to do that." So, what you know what I'm talking about? Worried about him, using a tactical nuke, or hopefully not a big one. Hopefully not any of them. But I would I could see him using a tactical nuke. Thinking that, well, it's just a small one. Um, I don't know. It's a little scary though. The thing that I do am grateful for is that our military leaders are usually pretty solid when it comes to having some intelligence. But I worry about how the military has been purged. If you have a bunch of, say, Christian fanatics like Hedgeseth running the show up there, they're not going to worry about a nuke because they know that only God can destroy the earth, and uh, that's where religious fanaticism is very dangerous. I had a friend get mad at me. I sent him a video on the story of the Russian political officer on board the submarine who refused to use his key when they thought that the world was under nuclear attack. And it basically, the moral of that story was that he basically saved the world. And my friend got pissed. He was just like, no good Christian would ever say that because only God's going to destroy the world. Everybody knows that. Like, that is dangerous. I'm sorry. And that's why they don't give a shit about global warming. Yeah, it's a little crazy. So, that's what I worried about with this bunch in the White House and the Pentagon and whatnot. So let's just hope some sane people. I mean, in the cabinet. I mean, we can't even depend on them to step in and do an article, what, 26 or Amendment 26? What is it, 25 or 26? I can't remember now. Um, oh my God, they're just as crazy as he is, so they're not gonna want to oust him. And once they oust him, if they did, that leaves them pretty vulnerable because you know they're all in cahoots with this nonsense. So that's why they're gonna need pardons before they leave. Anyway, that's it for today. For now, anyway, unless something else comes up. Peace.